The the one feature that literally blew my mind because
Mine
I
too.
only thought that this was for like Teslas or whatever.
Same, same, same,
Bro, this
same.
car drives itself.
It was fucking nuts. It was.
I
It
was
scared the
just
hell out of me.
I was taken aback, bro. I was just like, bro, what?
I
Like, are you
was.
kidding me right now?
I was scared. Like I didn't believe him at first. And the fact that the matter is that you could change the speed and it locks in on there. It was insane. I mean, in my perspective, how do you, Jason? I don't know how you'd feel, but for say you got dementia and you forgot me, man, that'd break my heart. You're my
Yeah,
little brother.
I think it doesn't. Obviously, it affects the person having it, but I think it affects more the people that are around it.
One part of the world, um, in one part of the world, we are saying it's 4 p.m. And then in a different part of the world, we're saying it's 4 a.m. And it's all a collective agreement. And so, due to that, like I mentioned, it's just like makes, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't, it's kind of, it's crazy because like I remember hearing that in high school, right? And with that being said, that's saying too, like how do we, like, well, how do we know what time is actually accurate?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Manitos podcast. I'm your co-host, Elejayjay, accompanied by my brother, not from Toy Story.
Yo, yo.
Sorry for that little, trying to one up you here, but this is a partnership, and I kind of just got a little bit ahead of myself.
Sure.
But no, we're
Just don't do it
cool.
again.
We're grooving. We're grooving. This is starting to kind of be like, uh, what's it called? Like first, that's not first nature. I don't even know what I'm
What?
trying to say, but it's
What?
secondhand nature or whatever. I don't know. People will say it in the
What?
comments. But this is another episode. Started off Olympics. Not sure if it's fully over, but hockey. Olympics is over. Both women and men. USA took the gold. Um, I think it's been a while for both to kind of take gold. I know for the men it's been 46 years. For the women, I'm not sure. But on the
Less
women's
than 30.
side,
Less than 30.
less
They've
than
been,
30.
yep, they've been consecutive. They're actually, yeah.
Because for women hockey in general has been popping off. I think this is the first Olympics that they had the PWHL, which is the Professional Women's Hockey League, um, a part of it. Because the NHL stopped sending their players for the NHL for the Olympics for whatever reason. There's a lot of controversy on that, but um, the women's team, it's pretty cool seeing like both for every country that was there. I think you know there were some PWHL players there, so pretty cool on their side. Um, Also, what I was seeing when I was watching on the women's side, there was a couple that was dating, one on the women's team and one on, for USA, and then one on the women's team for Canada, and they went up against for the gold medal in the gold medal game, and they broke up the night before.
Oh, oh, I did not know this. That's T. What the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah. So they I'm not sure exactly, um, but I kind of just saw it and I was like, no way. So there definitely was a little, whatever problems they had, but there definitely was a little like,
Showed on the ice,
yeah, it
huh?
was it was personal for each of them. So pretty funny to see that.
Quick shout out to the American overall America and the U.S. Olympics because right now I think 8 out of the 12 gold medals that USA have won thus far is on behalf of the women. So good shit.
There you go, huge.
Good shit.
Putting us
Good
on
shit.
carrying the whole Olympics for us.
As
So
women do, brother. As women do. That they've been doing that since day one, baby. That's what they be doing. Shout out to them.
crazy, crazy,
Oh, yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
So yeah, I
You
think
know what?
that's.
Real quick, I wanted to add too. What I thought was really cool was seeing the amount of siblings.
Oh yeah, I
You
think it
know,
was mainly on the men's side though.
I mean that's what I guess what I should refer to only. That's I unfortunately didn't get. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big. I play the sport. I'm not a big watcher. My brother, I remember sent me the link, told me about it too, and each time I tried, something came up, or if I'm not being all honesty, it just wasn't like, oh, let me put on the game, right? But when I'm with him, I got to be this weekend. I remember he's like the game's at 7:40, so I wake up at 7:40. I wake up at 9:40, and I go downstairs, and all I see is that the team going. I'm like, and I see Jason like this, and I'm like, Jay, you didn't wake me up. He goes, I just woke up too. I was like, damn. I,
It's funny because we'll go back to the brother thing, but it's funny because um, I woke up like 7:20 and I put on the game and I was like, oh, whatever. I laid like in my monitors and I laid back down and I knocked out and I was having like these dreams as if I was playing hockey, um, like in the Olympics and stuff. And then
mm,
I woke up, saw it, and it was like, okay, second period. Then fell back asleep. Then I'm like, oh, did it turn off? And it was just I don't know. Then I woke up and it kept when I was finally awake to watch the game for the overtime, it kept freezing because don't tell anyone, but I illegally streamed the game. Um, it kept freezing, so it kept. I had to refresh it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna refresh this page, but I guarantee you, it pans to someone celebrating, and that's what happened. Jack Hughes loses his teeth and scores the golden goal, um, and now USA is Olympic champions. So I think the NHL will pick up next week, I think, or by the end of this week. But going back to the brothers, yeah, there was two sets of brothers that I know that honestly kind of carried the whole USA team, and they were really, really good at it. It kind of showed, and it was funny because on both sides, regardless of USA, Canada, or Sweden, they were saying like these players are making phenomenal plays, but they can't do that for the teams that they're on in the NHL. And it's like, dude, like these players are playing with the best players in the world, right? They're not playing against the best players in the world. They're playing like Canada had the best Canadians, right? America had the best Americans, right? Going head to head, opposed to in the NHL, it's like all over the place, and they're trying to win, right? So it's pretty cool seeing that like when you play with great players, great things happen. So you get good games.
say what you said about Crosby.
Oh, this I don't know the correct statistic, but he's never. This was his first tournament that he lost in a Canadian jersey, and he didn't even play. He got injured. Um, he got injured, and I think a game against it was in the semi or the quarterfinals. He got injured, his like leg, and then he could not play. I thought he was going to power through, but he could not play. So McDavid ended up taking over the captaincy. And it was sad because I was watching other stuff about it, and McDavid, phenomenal player. I'm pretty sure you heard his name. You'd like not even watching it, right? So McDavid, phenomenal player. He was the first round pick, and just overall, just generational talent. Um, he lost back to back Stanley Cups to the same team. Um, and then he was this was the ones he was supposed to win. You know, he was
Mm.
supposed to win the Olympics. He had the captaincy. He had like the best players around him, and just couldn't do it, which sucks for him. And now, if he wants to win in the Olympics, he has to wait another 4 years if he's blessed, and if the NHL players are blessed to be in the Olympics again, or B, try to fight back to win a Stanley Cup. You know, but it sucks for him. But I'm not. I'm most positive he'll bounce back. Um, but yeah, I think the Olympics was a great treat.
You know,
Just
not
watching.
to not to go too into my note because that wasn't the point, but you mentioned having a dream about playing in the Olympics, but let's be honest, you got the taste of it in the sense of playing in All Star games. You got picked for those. Share that little that experience because I remember.
Yeah. So the one that honestly was most memorable was the I think honestly because in high school that coach, the high school coach, I didn't not too fond of him, or I'm using the correct word, but
Fond, yeah,
fond. But I know you have a relationship with him, or I
yeah.
guess with the old coach. Um, but he kind of screwed me over. Um, but anyways, so the one All Star game that I was a part of was in the NA3 for my last season. It was pretty cool. Went down to Pittsburgh for the weekend. It was me and three other buddies. It was Jimmy. Jimmy was there. So
Jamir.
I'm gonna send Jimmy this episode because I haven't caught up to him, but I'm gonna tell him, Jimmy, watch this episode because I shout you out. Shout
Shout
you
out
out.
Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy. Hey,
Uh,
also shout out to Jimmy with the Jimmy John's order.
so so yeah, we went down to Pittsburgh for that. Had a great time. Uh, I scored a couple of goals and I scored a couple of assists. And I remember once the tournament was over,
Crack.
um, my coach, we ended up winning. was like 6 teams, I think, and there was two brackets. Um, our team and the other team went 3-0, but we never played against each other. So it would have been kind of cool to play against each other. But I remember after the tournament, my coach texted me saying, "Hey, your stock price went up," and I had no idea what the hell that meant, right? And I was looking it up. I'm like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" And then I put two to two together, and when someone says the stock price goes up, it means that you're worth a lot more now. So that was pretty cool. It was a good message to hear. And yeah, it was a great time. Still have the jersey. It's like USA themed too, kind of. So it's like I think I
That's,
wore it for Fourth of July one time, but
that's
summer
awesome.
wearing hockey jerseys is really hot. So, but that was my spiel on playing at like an All Star game. So it's really cool. Um,
T minus two
yeah,
months till manitos are on the ice together.
yeah.
It's
The
been
Manitos
when was
take over the
the
Chicago Dog.
last time? The last time you, me, and Loris played, man,
I think
dude.
that was the last and only time.
The one and only time we've ever played on the same team together, and we played on a line together. But that was this was crazy, and I think I honestly I love the way it happened because I think it just showed the entirety of our history with hockey careers, all three of us. Jason is an amazing hockey player, right? So he scores, right? Like nothing. Like fucking just pouring a cup of water in glass, easy, smooth, right? Then you
Preach,
get my
preach.
sister. She's gritty, right? She's there, right? Ready to put it in the net. And I'll never forget her becoming like super freaking amazing her last season in her hockey career. I'll always remember those games, like when we're in the rink and like everyone, all those fans going crazy, and her, especially her being the only girl on the team, her scoring too. Not on, well, she wasn't the only girl on our team though, right?
I
Or was
know
she?
she had a couple of other. I think there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
two other girls.
Yeah, but what I meant was more so on her team growing up. And so they both
Mhm.
scored, right? And for me, I'm going to call it what it is. I never could finish, but I was always there. So I think that's what I think needed to happen because, like, again, it just showed that's just the way life is. Like, if it was, they fed me pucks left and right, but it just didn't go in. I, ¿Qué puedo decir? Nada. That's,
I was actually thinking about that today. Not about that scenario, but how much closer we are to playing hockey together again. And you kind of saying that kind of is kind of crazy because I wanted to say that this whole new men's league team, new era, new time and stuff is like a way to leave everything in the past and kind of make a new name for yourself. You know what I mean? Like even for me too, right? For me, I told you, now I just want to have fun. I want to play with my brother. I want to play with my friends, crack a couple of beers, and just literally have fun. Have nothing on my plate. For you, it can literally just be like, I'm gonna be a goal scorer. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? You can change your whole perspective around,
I want to be the
and
one that
that's what I'm excited about.
I want to be the one that they want on their team. Um,
And
I don't want it to be sounding so sad, but that's
no,
like
but you know Joe, and you saw his face, right? When you told him that you wanted to play.
that's why
So
I'm telling our captain like I'm not gonna make him regret the decision. I don't want him to be like I'm a nepo baby just because a nepo brother, just because they got the JJ. Like I want to show them that I belong there too. And I'm gonna be honest, like that's just like a thing personally for me. Like I know I wasn't a bad player. I just know that I just never tried in the sense of like putting my all. It was just always a thing that I did, and when I was tired, I gave up. It was never like keep going, keep going. No, the only time I would have kept going was my junior year of high school. And in all honesty, I do regret. The one regret I have is not going to the shittier team because I think I would have flied there, and I think I would have belonged there better than where I went with the travel team. I never felt like I belonged because I felt like I didn't deserve it, like I mentioned, so that's why I felt like, I don't know, man. Like you're right. I do like that. I liked what you said. That's a really good way of putting it. Rebuilding, renaming, reframing, and being something new. So you're right. And
yeah,
I can't wait till the first podcast after the first game.
yeah, and obviously we had different experiences, but now it's It's gonna be better. Bella is going crazy. She's trying to catch her tail. I don't know if you guys are gonna hear the little thing, but the
No, I
thing.
don't even hear.
But no. I'm excited. I think it's gonna get going. We're gonna have new jerseys, hopefully. So I know you're gonna love that. And maybe even get some merch going. I don't know.
Heck yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And it's going to be good because I'll actually have a good car to freaking drive down to.
Dude, can you believe that? I remember you said it to the car salesman. You were 22 or 23, 22, I think. Gonna buy the Toyota Tacoma, and you just listen to your parents, which you appreciate your past self for doing. 4 years later, you are 3 days away from picking up the car that you want and, like you said, need more need and want.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, man, 3 days away. I think it's pretty cool and just shows how like 4 years, bro. That's someone going through high school. That's someone going through college, bro. You know what I mean? Like you patiently waited to get that car, and now you're here. So we this past weekend, obviously, my brother came down. We did a little business trip down to Blank. Um, Take it away.
You know, it was unexpected, but I have a ahijado, my godson, Christian. I reached out to him because he's a mechanic. He graduated he got his certificate after attending 2 years, I believe, through the Honda Acura Pact, through the trade slash college that he had attended. And I reached out to him just for his 2 cents, and I showed him the GTI. While the GTI was beautiful, right? And I know it was a German. I know it was a foreign car. I know the issues it was going to get down the line, but I was willing to go through it because of how much I like the car. Everyone told me the same thing. Don't do that car. Don't get that car. Da 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 da. I knew, but again, I was willing to pay, right? But hearing it from the man himself, you know, him saying he's a mechanic, right? So him saying to just it'd be better off to just look at different cars, and he's like, "What are you looking for?" And I told him, I've been looking to test drive the Acura Integra, and little did I know that the three that he sent would be the one that I would even consider, simply due to the fact that I never saw myself not only with that kind of color, but with understanding the kind of car. And it is a beautiful red.
It is. It
And
is. It is.
it's so much nicer in person. And like when I saw it online, I was like, right? But in person, oh my gosh. And I already have a name for it. I'm at 9:30 on Thursday in the morning. My brother is going to drive me down. Well, actually, no, I'm driving us. And then he's going to be my first passenger. And I'm so happy that he will be because we'll be able to go a little cruise, just the bros. You know, I'm trying to think. I don't know what song I first want to play, but like it's got to be a good song. Like I need it to be good vibes all throughout. And so like,
No,
uh,
no te puedo olvidar.
olvidar,
No,
no,
no
no
te
te
voy a
olvidar.
olvidar. No.
So the name is Scarlet, simply due to the fact of the Scarlet Spider. If y'all Google the Scarlet Spider, it's the same red as the car that I have. And my buddy Jacob, I sent him pictures of the car, Strobes, shout out Strobes, and he said she looks beautiful. And when he said she, I was like, I never saw it as a she. I thought like immediately Red Transformer or Red Power Ranger. I mean, but when he said she, that's all I could see. And I was thinking of girls' names, and I was like, Scarlet sounds awesome because of a spider, right? And obviously, if you Google Scarlet Spider, it's a boy, right? But it's the scarlet. It's a scarlet red. Like it's awesome. So I can't wait on Thursday to do that. And then on Thursday, I have a friend of mine. After I purchase the car and get the windows tinted at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Shout out to Super Tinting in Glenview. That after that, I'm gonna go to back to where I live, and then my friend is gonna take pictures of the car. It's gonna be nice, clean pics. It's gonna be good. I already told Jason I was thinking of the J Cole song 2-6, and like me like right in front of the car with a drip, nice fit, and I'm just kind of looking at him. No, saying listen, it's gonna look like it's gonna look nice. It's gonna look nice. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
The the one feature that literally blew my mind because
Mine
I
too.
only thought that this was for like Teslas or whatever.
Same, same, same,
Bro, this
same.
car drives itself.
It was fucking nuts. It was.
I
It
was
scared the
just
hell out of me.
I was taken aback, bro. I was just like, bro, what?
I
Like, are you
was.
kidding me right now?
I was scared. Like I didn't believe him at first, and the fact that the matter is that you could change the speed and it locks in on there. It's just it was insane. And so, at first when I got in the car, I was like, okay, it's decent, nice red, not bad. Leather seats reminds me of my Subaru that I drove, 2006 Subaru Legacy. Really nice, really nice. And what ended up happening was with that car, my engine exploded after 4 years. But it was crazy just because like when I was in that car, like I mentioned, it gave me those throwbacks. It had the difference with this one too is like again the GTI didn't have the self drive, which was insane, um, and it didn't have a sunroof. Way smaller. Even though the Integra on videos looks smaller than the GTI, no way. The Integra is bigger than the GTI. And the one thing I do feel not feel bad, but tell me why, Jason. You know how I told you I was gonna do a schedule send today in the morning for the dude, the salesman.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Oh, okay. Do you mind me asking why? Are you gonna go with the Integra? Are you just waiting off to hold off? Is there anything I can do to help you purchase the GTI?" And I sent him back a message saying, "If you can shave off 5K," and I was like, "But I know that's not realistic." And then I said again, "Thank you for all your help." And this man wants his commission. Like he just immediately
He keeps
says,
texting.
yeah, and he didn't keep texting me. He just sent me one more email, but I didn't respond. And if he sends me another email tomorrow, I'm going to tell him, please remove me off your list. I really appreciate it, but I'm not buying the GTI. But he said, I can't, uh, I can't shave off 5,000 friend. And I quote, I can't shave off 5,000 friend, but I can shave off 1,500. And I can also get you set up with the program that says if you've graduated in the last 24 months, we can get you closer to that $5,000 off. And in my mind, I'm just like, first of all, I graduated 48 months ago, and I'm still in my master's in social work, so that's not done for another 2 years. So like, it's just like again, I'm like, come on, bro. And then he just kept on sending me more stuff. He's like, is there anything else I can like help you with? Like, just send me all your info. And I was like, bro, no. Like in my mind, I'm not gonna respond again. But like I said, if you're messaging me again, I'm gonna say, Brian, I really appreciate you again, but no, I'm not buying a GTI. Like I just the car MSRP for the GTI was 34.7, and then this one was 29.7. So taxes including with everything, all the packages that I would have gotten with the GTI versus the Integra, there's a solid 7 and 9K difference in purchases, and the monthly rate would have been a difference of anywhere from 2 to 4 a month, 2 to 400 a month. So on Thursday, I'm gonna get kind of like the finalized numbers and everything like that. But I already put a deposit as far as them holding the car for me because that's the car I'm gonna buy. Like there's no doubt in my mind that is my car. The second I drove it, and Jason, just like you said, having dreams. Ever since, ever since I've driven that car, all I can do is dream. That's all I've been doing, dreaming of me driving that car, dreaming of me walking down the stairs in my apartment, opening that door, going down those stairs, opening that door, and turning to my left and seeing my beautiful scarlet red in my parking spot. I and first thing too, like everybody at work that I work with knows that I was getting a car too, and so like I said, I'm just very excited, and especially for the first cruise with my buddy Jacob Strobes. Shout out Strobes again. Like I said, like I can't wait, and it's just gonna be an exciting time. And it just like I said, I just can't. It's crazy that this time flew. This time flew, and I think it's good to remember, like I mentioned, like he was asking about college, right? And that's what's crazy to me is thinking, holy crap, college was 48 months ago. That was 4 years ago. This May 2022 is when I graduated with my bachelor's. I'm about to be 26. Like, holy cow, man! Like,
Yep.
well, can you believe that?
Dude, just I don't know. A whole time in general, 4 years, 2 months, like 1 year, whatever it is, it
Time is
flies
a social
by.
construct.
It just flies by, and there's nothing you can do about it. Um, you know, and I think you just got to live every moment, and I think you are showcasing probably one of the best moments that you've experienced in the last 26 years, well, 25, soon to be 26, is, being an adult and purchasing. Like, besides your apartment, Would this be your like one of your first major purchases as an adult?
No. I guess I have to say my first major purchase was the surround sound system with the TV that cost 3 grand.
Oh, that's right.
So that
That's right.
was my first
Damn,
adult
three
purchase.
grand. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
So I was
No,
like,
but that's crazy. I mean, I guess that kind of still ties into your apartment because you bought that for your apartment. But I do agree with
oh
you.
yeah,
Three
yeah, you're
grand
right,
is
you're
a
right.
lot. So
Then technically, for not including that, this yes, yes, because while I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking of getting a house like here. Um, Mom talked me out of it, and just, it made
yeah,
more sense not
smart.
to. Plus, yeah, but I mean, like, hey, like I told myself, is so long as the price doesn't freaking sky high jump, I hope I can stay here until I move out. But if not, because of the car payment, I'm getting actually now that I'm thinking about it. July of this year is when, which is oh my gosh, now I'm just getting a flashback. When I was talking to somebody in the past, I recall vividly about to sign this lease and saying, "Wow, July 2026 is so far away." No mames, güey, ya tenemos what? March, April, May, June, July. So it's 90 days, 30, 60, 90. March, April, May. By April, May, I'm going to know, ¿cómo se dice? If I'm going to stay here or not. Because they're going to send over the renewal lease and I'm going to see if I'll be able to. But I mean, like, again, I really hope I can. I would love to stay here. It's a safe area where I'm at. What I'm paying for is cheaper than what I would get anywhere else. But like I mentioned, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out and I have to find somewhere else to reside, I'll do that. At the end of the day, it's just what I have to do. I hope I don't have to though. I hope at least I can sign one more time, because I do 18 months or 15 months or whatever the hell. I do the most amount, a
Yeah,
lot of time that I can do. But it is
yeah,
crazy knowing that I moved here right after college.
yeah. That is crazy too. I think you can all like be like, hey, I've been a long term resident. Um, I haven't
I
caused any
tried that the
problems.
first year. I tried it the
Really?
first year,
They
but
don't.
you're right. No,
Oh,
but because they said the numbers are based on the fluctuating numbers around the area. But what I will do is I'm gonna now that you say that I will still try that though because now considering I've been here 3 years since October 22, my and there's a new manager, but my hope is um, that there's something that can be done that at least to save me some money because of how well of a tenant I've been. I'm not late on I'm not late on rent. There's never any issues with my apartment. I've never gotten complaints. I'm a good tenant, and the difference is though is that this isn't like a landlord, it's a management property. So that's why that pricing is difficult to like, hey, let's negotiate, right? Versus one individual like, hey man, come on, I've been renting to you for 3 years. Give me $50 off. You know what I'm saying? Whereas again, like it's just due to inflation and what's around the area, all this BS, they have to go with what they have. So that's why I'm like, you're right. I will still ask, but the last time I did ask, which was the first year after I moved in, after I was at a 14th month lease, that happened. So
there's my buddy Pez. Um, we we would always tell him that he should be a lawyer because he kind of always he gets his way by knowing the facts and like literally um, just like why not, like why you've done this, like kind of going back and forth. And he's always taught me is you don't know unless you ask, right? And I know you
right,
said you did ask, right? But
ask again.
this is now a new 2 years later, so you don't know until you ask. And
Yeah.
you were talking about numbers, and I kind of remember when the car salesman was like, "So sorry, guys, I can't give you any numbers because you're not going to buy the car. Um, so I'm sorry. All you're
And
going to
we
be
were
able to do is
leaving.
literally me and my brother got up. We're like, all right, thanks, man. He's like, but I'll be right back. Let me just go get the final paperwork, and I'll come back, right? Because again,
I put
we're
my punching gloves on for you guys. I put my punching gloves. Shut your bitch ass
because
up, son.
again we just
Ah,
went. We're because again my brother is very like again he waited for what now 4 years, and he told himself on his 26th birthday he's gonna buy it. So it's like because it was 5 days before, it doesn't mean he was gonna crack. So he like stayed true to himself. And like again, we got up, we were ready to go, and he's like, "But I'll be right back. I'll be right back." He's like, "All right, guys, I got some numbers for you."
Y ese
It's
güey
like,
también se enojó solo porque le estaba diciendo que ya no voy a querer toda esa extra. I didn't want any of that extra. Like he literally he went from yeah, I'll see what I could do. You know, like that. You need this. You need this, right? And I even told him no to the GPS freaking thing too. So that's why it was crazy. I saw that online on that too. So I said I'll pass.
yeah.
But
I
then
think
still
he
seeing
just
that.
never took it out though.
No, I know that's what
Even
I'm saying. So it's crazy because like that would have easily passed. So that's why the matter of the fact is, I'm glad honestly my brother went. He and I also aren't really big too fond of cars, right? Like we know cars enough to know what's good and what's bad, but like not to the point of like, oh, okay, X Y Z, right? Whereas like I said with my ahijado Christian, I was very glad to know that he had whatchamacallit, he was able to just step aside, and what ended up happening was because of him he was able to really clarify the to me the matter of the fact is that again like he was able to clarify like you don't need these things, like there's absolutely no reason to get this additional. I think my favorite thing is he was so Hispanic when he did it. Like I asked him like le estaba preguntando en español oye qué piensas pues, y me dijo pues con qué de qué, and I was like with the deal. He's like a ver, I show him the paper. Within seconds he goes and so like with him saying that too, he goes, "What do you need that?" And this is what was crazy to me. He pointed out that GPS tracker, which was $799. He goes, "Dude, this would be more than your monthly payment. Why would you pay for that?" And I was like, "That's why I'm glad I asked to speak to you. Even though I asked you to talk to you 20 minutes ago, the guy never got you. Like that dude was low-key starting to piss me off. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm just like I said. At the end of the day, I told him at the end it was really funny. Remember how I said I'm like I made this motherfucker work for his commission, and then he literally went like that. Do you remember that, Jay? He literally did that. He
yeah,
went,
yeah. When he was walking out to get the new numbers
yeah,
after we asked
yeah,
him
yeah,
3 times, say, "Hey, can
yeah.
we see 72 months? Look at Bella. We can see Bella in the
Yes,
mirror."
that too. I see her. She's so pretty.
Yeah, we asked him
Yes,
3 times. Hey, can we see the payments for 72 months? Yeah, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I
never
don't know
forget.
if that matters to
You
them.
get, you do. You guess the faster they pay off the car. I'm pretty sure like they want to push it so they can get the most money. So it's like I said, I'm glad I didn't sign no piece of paper that says I'm giving them $6,000 for a down payment. I only put in
But again,
1,500
too,
for the
yeah.
deposit. So that's what I'm saying. Like what the numbers ran on Thursday, that's good. Because what are they gonna say? You can't get the car? All right, give me 1,500. If not, I'm gonna stab everybody here. The hill.
Give me my
Not finna
money.
go in the
No,
jail tonight.
um, no, I don't know. It's just that whole ordeal, and we literally were just like, I honestly thought it was gonna be like test drive, talk, 2 hours max. We were probably there for what, 3 to 4 hours,
We got there
and
at
and
11:20, and then we left
I
at
would
3.
say, I would say, just waiting alone was probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, just waiting for him to come back. You know what I mean? Just
Oh, in
every time he
total.
got up,
Yeah,
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 every
yeah.
time he got up, he would go 10 minutes, and I wonder if that's like a psychological thing that they do, and
Oh, it
it's like,
is one
you know
hundred
what I mean? I
percent.
just,
Yeah.
and there was a point where he took your card and he's like, I'll be right back and I'll charge you 1,500 for the deposit. Took him like 10 minutes to come back, and it's like it's not like he's walking from one building to another. It's like from walking from my room. You guys don't know the layout of the house, but just walking from your room to the front door, unless you live in a mansion, that doesn't apply to you. But it just again, it was just a whole thing that was just like, I want to get the hell out of here, bro. And
Mhm.
we ended up getting out of there. But Thursday we'll be back, like the Terminator. I'll be back.
Vamos a levantar tempranito, vamos a desayunar con mamá. Y ya después de eso, curiki taca.
6:30, by the way. Nah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you. Um, yeah, so we'll probably come back home before we even go there.
We'll
Finish
probably,
cleaning up your
well, yeah,
car,
because
because
it'll probably be an hour. We'll probably, yeah, because it opens at 9. We'll be there right when it opens. I want to be there right when it opens. So that's
we'll
all I'm
be there
saying.
right when we're open. We'll wait in the parking lot if we have to. We'll sleep in
So,
the parking lot. Give me
no,
my car.
no, for real. No, can you open the door, please? Can you please open the door? Shut your bitch ass up, Troy. All right.
But
No,
no,
I'm
man,
saying.
I think I don't know. The what'd you say, the time's a construct?
Time is a social construct.
Yeah, and that flies by. And I think just in general in life, it's crazy to think about buying a car, turning 26, I'll be 25 this year, and
My
we're just
baby brother.
cruising. Yeah, the youngest is being 25, so that's definitely something that you know life just goes on. Life goes on and
On
on
and
and
on
on.
and on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It says, um, why is time a social construct? Time is a social construct that we have collectively created to better manage and navigate our lives. We've been using time to measure the duration of events with seconds, minutes, hours, days, years, weeks, etc., to make sense of the world in which we live. And I think that's super truthful. We just all one day randomly agreed that in one part of the world, um, in one part of the world, we are saying it's 4 p.m. And then in a different part of the world, we're saying it's 4 a.m. And it's all a collective agreement. And so, due to that, like I mentioned, it's just like makes, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't, it's kind of, it's crazy because like I remember hearing that in high school, right? And with that being said, that's saying too, like how do we know what time is actually accurate? My clock on the microwave says 7:01. The one on the oven says 7:02. On my phone says 7, and my Apple Watch says 7:04. Which would
And they're all they're
if
all
I,
manually they're not manually set either. They're just factory set too. So
and if I was schizophrenic, I'd be losing my shit. So so I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, really quick, just reminded me. So there was a show, I think it was called Pluribus, on
yeah,
Apple
on Apple
TV.
TV.
Yeah, I only saw like the first 5 minutes. I never continued it. But basically, I think her name was Jan or something or Jill. And with what happened there was basically the ads started being everywhere saying like, "Hi Jan, we know what you did," or something like that, or "Let us know how we can help you." There was a girl who went through a literal manic episode because for whatever reason, the ad displayed on her smart, which I don't think people should get this, but on her smart refrigerator that has ads and shows what's inside the fridge. So because she got ads for again whatever, why would you pay to look at ads in your own home at a fridge for a cost to connect to your Wi-Fi to drain more? Like what? So anyway, that girl ended up having an episode because she thought it was she was having a manic episode. So it's a little bit different, but it just reminded me of that right now because she was just like she literally like had to be re-hospitalized because of how crazy she felt she was being because that she said that the refrigerator was talking to her.
It, I did. I know the show you're talking about, and I did want to start it because it looked good. But then I was like, dude, an hour, Yeesh, it's pretty
Yeah.
long. But you're talking about that reminded me of something, um, and and it's in the realm of just time flying by. Um, there's gonna be a Toy Story 5, and I don't know if you saw the trailer,
No.
but that trailer is about kids now using iPads
That yeah. Did you see?
and
There's a.
how.
Oh, go ahead. Go. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
you
Go.
go, you go.
No, no. I was just gonna say, freaking, they gave Woody a bald spot. That's all.
Yeah, dude,
Go
it's
ahead.
funny because they're old. Everyone, no one gets younger. You can do you can get Botox, you can get longevity medicine, you can do anything, but you're gonna get old. Everyone gets old, right? That's the one thing in life that you can't reverse unless you're a millionaire and you know,
That was a J Cole
uh,
line.
what do you say?
Life cannot be rewound. Life cannot be. Life is a movie that cannot be rewound. No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you can't.
Life is a movie that cannot be rewound.
You can
Life is a
only
movie that can be rewound.
relive it through your head. That's why. Um,
Everything becomes a memory or a distant memory, which is why the scariest disease of them all is what dementia.
is it?
I mean, in my perspective, how do you, Jason? I don't know how you'd feel, but for say you got dementia and you forgot me, man, that'd break my heart. You're my
Yeah,
little brother.
I think it doesn't. Obviously, it affects the person having it, but I think it affects more the people that are around it.
Does it really though? If that person doesn't remember anything?
No, like if I again, like you said, it would hurt you if I had it and I forgot you. But that obviously has an effect. It has an effect on me because I'm living it. But you're the one dealing with the fact that I'm going through what I'm going through and forgetting the memories that we shared as brothers or even human beings. But
Mm-hmm.
it's scary. Time that's hopefully they find a cure or they help some. Actually, quick not shut out, shout out. There's a study, and I did my research because I did a reel on it for my uh, Instagram that I'm managing. Um, Intermittent hypoxia can help with dementia. And what that does is, you're just breathing high altitude air, you know, with in cycles with normal air. I wish I knew the term so I could sound so smart right now, but it's just not coming to my head. But I do. I promise you, I did my research, and just at the end of the day, that's a tool, right? Obviously, medicine's a tool as well, but those two kind of want to prevent even taking the medicine. I would recommend doing that. If you can find a place near you, definitely try it out. I've never done it, obviously, so I can't physically claim that it works, but I've researched it, and definitely anyone watching this with any family members or themselves, definitely try it out because definitely works and definitely can help you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, no. So kind of going back to the Toy Story thing, it's crazy that they're making a movie about kids these days just being on their iPads, or they say lily pads, but
Mm-hmm.
um, and yeah, dude, I don't even know because I didn't even see the rest of the Toy Stories. Um, and apparently, like Woody's on a mission to find old toys, and that's when he comes back, and that's when he takes off his hat, and they give him the ball spot. So
I don't
I
know.
don't.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I think I only remember Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. I don't remember 4.
Yeah, three was with Lotso, and that's the last one I
Oh
watched.
God. No, I thought that was 3.
That's what I said. Three was with
Oh,
Lotso.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And
I,
then,
I
oh no,
think
no, wait, was that the one too with Bonnie, right?
correct.
Andy, your toys. No, these are mine. I'm gonna take them to college. Okay, Bonnie, here we go. You know what? If you guys haven't seen it, there's a really, really funny of how Toy Story actually would have been like, or something like that, if it were real life. Hilarious, hilarious. Y'all should definitely watch that, or something like that, or how Toy
I
Story should have
think I
ended.
think that I think that's with all the movies. Like there's even one I think Family Guy did how Family Guy should no not Family Guy how Home Alone should have been. His little kid taking on you know two adults, and I think they
Someone's,
had a gun with them too. So
haha, I got you guys. Ah,
he falls down the stairs and they take what they want. No more movie. That's why they
the
movies.
the end for real.
The end, brother. And I think that should be the end to this podcast episode that we were able to film. Talked about the past, talked about the future, talked about the now. And by the next time we record an episode, you will be 2-6. Let me do that again. 2-6 with a brand new whip, driving into Scarlet.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if it rhymes. I don't got bars. My brother got bars, but for me,
That
not
was
so
good though.
much.
That was good.
But
That was good.
this has been another episode. Oh wait, hold on. Is it
That's what I was
my
about to
turn or
say.
your turn?
I was literally thinking that. I don't remember the last episode, so how about this? Let's both think of something. Let's see if we're on the right path. So let's just think of one topic to talk about. Let's stick it to three. Um, Patience, understanding, and love. Pick one of those topics: patience, understanding, and love, and then we'll see if we're on the same page. If we're not, you'll go. If we are, I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. On three, say patience, understanding, or love.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Love.
Understanding.
Okay, this is four. Okay, so then you go.
I'm so confused.
Just go now. I don't know what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly,
Just
honestly, I wanted to see, I wanted to see where you go, so I let you speak, but it was my turn to say,
sometimes,
say the,
uh,
so what?
sometimes I just be talking and talking. I think it's gonna go somewhere. Hashtag Michael Scott quote. But like that, sometimes I be talking and it doesn't go anywhere. So my fault for real. Go ahead. What's the quote of the day of the week?
So just relating it to time, um, understand that if you focus on the past, you're not living. And if you focus on the future, you're also not living. If you focus on the present, you're living. There's a reason why your front windshield, relating back to your car, front windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror because you want to go forward. Okay? So, to all of you guys watching, we always appreciate every single view. And we hope to see you at the next one. I'm Elejayjay, accompanied by my brother, Not from Toy Story. And we will see you guys at the next one.